Hey everyone, what is going on? So I had my Rose Cup tournament today, and boy was it a tournament. It was a lot of fun. It was really exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look at my team. I have Sableye, Probopass, Wigglytuff, Machamp, Alolan Marowak, and Gliscor. And my opponent is running Charizard, Wigglytuff, Probopass, Gliscor, Vileplume, and Steelix. So really cool team. I wanted to use a Vileplume as well, or at least I wanted to try one out, but because of how much fun and excitement I was having from Go Battle League, I just didn't have time to really practice with it, so that's why I decided not to go with it. But I did think it was a really good Pokemon, but I didn't go for it for that reason. But yeah, as I mentioned, I didn't have like any practice with the Rose Cup, not much at least. Ever since Go Battle League came out, most of it had been Go Battle League. Once the new cup is announced, I'm going to start covering that extensively, but I've just been focusing on Go Battle League for the most part, so the Rose Cup kind of got pushed aside, unfortunately. I felt okay about it, but I really didn't have much practice with it and definitely didn't record as many videos as I would have liked or featured many Pokemon. But for the next cup, that shouldn't be a problem because I will be doing more videos for that cup. So let's go ahead. We're battling my friend Corveris. So these were really nice games. All these games were super competitive, super nice. He is going to go right now for his Night Slash. So I was afraid I was going to hit an Earthquake. I did not want to take that Earthquake, so I did shield that one up. It was just a Night Slash. We're going to hit him with a Magnet Bomb. I do pull the switch into my Machamp. This Machamp, I assume, is going for a Night Slash. I can't imagine it being an Earthquake. I was wrong. So we take all of that damage. I did not think that was an Earthquake, but it was. So we're going to go ahead and still manage to get off a Cross Chop though, which will knock out the Gliscor. And now his final Pokemon is that Wigglytuff. I'm actually glad now that I took that Earthquake, because now we just bring in the Probopass. We have a shield. We have Magnet Bombs coming his way. All we need to do is get to 2. We have a Spark variant. We're not using Rock Throw, so we get to the charge moves faster. So we're going to go ahead and use a couple of Magnet Bombs to knock out this Wigglytuff. So I didn't even need that shield, but we had it just in case he did get to a charge move, and we're able to win that. But after that Earthquake, I was like, uh-oh. But no, we still managed to win it. Luckily, we were able to knock him out with Cross Chop from Machamp. So we're going to jump into game 2. I lead with Probopass, he leads with Vileplume, so not a good matchup for me. We are neutral to Razor Leaf, so I do switch into my safe switch, which is Alolan Marowak. Alolan Marowak is a pretty safe switch, unless if they... I would say Sableye is a good counter to it, but other than that, it's a pretty safe switch. I mean, they could switch into a Rock Throw Probopass, sure. And obviously, if it has Rock Throw, it's going to be doing a lot of damage, no doubt about it. But you'll be able to get off a couple of Bone Clubs at least. We're trying to get to a third one. Not able to do so. I think I let this go down. No, actually, I don't. Never mind. I shield it because we were trying to get to another Bone Club, and we do manage to get to it. So even though we took a lot of damage, he's still taking a good amount of damage. He does win the lead, but that's because he won the lead because he shielded, but that's okay. It was super close. We're going to bring in my Probopass to farm him down with Spark. So I am going to go ahead and just continue to use Spark. He does bring in his Gliscor. Now obviously we do have to watch out for that Earthquake, so I will go for the Magnet Bomb. Now honestly, I don't know how many Fury Cutters it takes to get to Earthquake. I don't know how many it takes to get to Night Slash. This seemed way too early for an Earthquake. I could be wrong, but it seemed that way, so I didn't shield. So whether or not he was bluffing me, or the fact that I just didn't know how many it took, but I'm glad I didn't shield it because it was a Night Slash. Again, assuming this is another Night Slash, so I am not going to go ahead and shield this one. It is another Night Slash, so we're able to take that. He switches into Vileplume. I do go ahead and go for my Magnet Bomb. This is going to be neutral damage to Vileplume, so the shield will come up totally fine. I bring in my Gliscor. Now, we're still taking a good amount of damage, right? I am going to go ahead and shield this. It is just going to be a Sludge Bomb. I could have easily taken that. But again, I didn't really know Vileplume's moves. I think it has Leaf Blade. Am I wrong? Or has Solar Beam? I don't know. But either way, I'm okay with that because we have Wing Attack. We're able to feint down the Vileplume. And then he brings in his Gliscor, and we're able to go immediately for the Night Slash. And this is going to knock out the opposing Gliscor, and we do take round 1. Now, as you know, we play 3 rounds, so we're going to go ahead and jump into a third game. But we do go and win round 1. So this game, we're going to jump in with my Probopass. He jumps in with his Steelix. So I did lead Probopass all 3 times. And this is a Thunder Fang variant, so I switch into my safe switch, and he brings in his Charizard. So I am going to go ahead and I believe I take this. So I do take it, and it is going to be a blast burn, because if they try and bluff with the Dragon Claw, well, okay, that's fine with me, and we could even take a blast burn. That's why I'm okay with it. Now, he does go ahead and shield that, so we do take the shield, and at this point, I am going to go for the Shadow Ball, so we're either going to knock out the Charizard, or we're going to take his final shield. So we do take both of his shields really early on, so that's really good for me. He is going to go ahead and use up his energy, but I'm like, I can't reach a Shadow Ball, so I figured there was no reason to use a shield there. And now I bring in my Probopass. Unfortunately, he does get to another charge move. I will take it. It is going to be a Blast Burn, which it does do a lot of damage to me, but I still decided to take it because I knew I could take it. So I do take it, and we still have 2 shields ready to go. He does bring in Steelix. I am going to switch into my Gliscor, which is also a ground type. This is going to be probably a crunch, but I am going to go and shield it. It is a crunch, and he is going to pull the switch into his Gliscor, and this is definitely a good matchup for us, only because we have a shield advantage. So he will hit me with a Night Slash. I'm going to fire Suit with the Night Slash myself. Obviously, I can't go for an Earthquake because it's a flying type. So Night Slash is the way to go. I'm going to go with another Night Slash. We also have Wing Attack, whereas he has Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter does charge up energy really fast. Wing Attack does more damage, plus it's super effective against Vileplume as well as the fighting type. So I do like Wing Attack on my Gliscor. Let me know what move you prefer in your Gliscor. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash. We don't even need to use a shield. We're going to be able to knock him out. He does bring in his Steelix, and I'm like, if I can get to that Earthquake, we're going to knock out that Steelix. And keep in mind, guys, he has Thunderfang, so we are double resisting that because we're a ground type, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake and just knock out the Steelix and take that win. So very well played on Corvera's end, and we do go ahead and win the first round 3-0. So really well played. And we're going to jump into round 2 against my friend Jetfire. All 4 of my opponents were friends. We have a 4-round tournament. Let's take a look at his team. He has Charizard, Skarmory, Probopass, Blaziken, Drifblim, and Clefable. So really interesting team. Definitely a unique team. It's a good team, though, obviously, right? You have some of the staples like Probopass. Even Charizard is not a staple, but it's really good. And then you have Skarmory, which I think he's the only one that I've faced that used it, but still a really good Pokemon. And Clefable over Wigglytuff, but that's fine. Drifblim is really good because of Icy Wind. We know how good Icy Wind is. And Blaziken, FP Sticks beat me 3 times in a row with Blaziken when he was using it. So Blaziken's definitely nothing to mess around with. Anyway, I do go ahead and take that hit. I wanted to save my shield. It is going to be a Blast Burn, so he is going to ultimately end up knocking me out. But I will bring in my Alolan Marowak, and I am going to go ahead and take this attack. I believe I just commit to fainting down the Charizard. Yeah, so it is going to be a Blast Burn, and I'm like, okay, even if he gets to another charge move, I could just shield. So he does get to one now, and I do shield. So as you can see, I do shield. It is a Dragon Claw. Could have taken that, I think. I want to say I could have taken that, but we would have been really low. So plus I didn't want to risk the Blast Burn at that point. So he brings in Drifblim, and this was amazing for me because I do go for the Shadow Ball. He did say he didn't think I had enough energy for Shadow Ball, which makes sense, but we were luckily able to get to that. Unfortunately, he feints me before I can get to a charge move, but I do have my champ in the back. So we do go ahead and just go for these cross chops, and that's going to knock out Probopass. So we do go ahead and take that game. So game 1 goes to me and Machamp. As you can see, we're almost best friends, so we're working on it. We're going to jump into game 2. I do lead with my Probopass again. He leads with his Charizard again, so we'll see how this plays out. Now, keep in mind, I know the first game he did bluff me, right? He went for Dragon Claw, did he? And I fell for it? I'm not sure. Let's see. I think that's what happened. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and shield that. And I'm thinking maybe he's going to go ahead and try and bluff me. Or not bluff me. Maybe he'll go for the Blast Burn this time. He does, so we do call that correctly. Would have done a lot of damage. He was like, oh man. After I shielded that. He probably wasn't expecting the shield. But I will go for my Rock Slide this time. And he does shield that one up. So we did take both of his shields. He is going to go ahead and go for a Charge Attack. I don't want Blast Burn to knock me out. I want to win this lead, so I am going to go ahead and shield it. Charge up a little bit extra, and then just fire off this Rock Slide. And this is definitely going to easily knock out Charizard, so we do go ahead and take that lead matchup. Both of us have no shield. He brings in Blaziken, and before I really have time to respond, my Pokemon is gone, you know. So you could see how strong Blaziken is. It has such a high attack. So I'm assuming he has Blaze Kick as well as Blast Burn, so I'm obviously going to be taking these attacks. I have no choice anyway. But we're just going for the Shadow Ball right now. I do get to the Shadow Ball, and this is going to be able to knock out that Blaziken, so we do go ahead and successfully knock it out. And now he brings in his Probopass, so I'm switching right into my Machamp. We've seen it, it's a repeat of last game with my Machamp versus his Probopass, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Cross Chop, knock him out, and we do go ahead and take this round. So we do win 2-0, but there's a third game, of course, so we're going to go ahead and not do it. We played it. I guess it didn't save. I don't know what happened to the third game. I do apologize for that. Anyway, I did win the first two. I won all three, actually, against them. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump in against Jokes. We're going up against Jokes in the third round. Let's take a look at his team, shall we? He has Metacham, Scrafty, Probopass, Alolan Marowak, Golbat, and Granbull. So, you know, it's interesting because I wanted to determine what move set that Granbull had in game 1 if he brought it, right? It could have Snarl, it could have Charm. Now, usually when I see Granbull, I just assume that they have Snarl, right? That's what I generally assume, but he doesn't have another Charm user on his team, so it could have Charm because he doesn't have like a Wigglytuff. So I do have to be wary of that. I do switch into my Machamp. He does get off a charge attack. I am going to let it go through. It will be a Power Up Punch. Excuse me. I thought it was about foul play, but I guess not. Power Up Punch makes more sense. So he'll bring in his Granbull. So it actually is a Snarl version. It is a Snarl version, so it's good to determine that he has no Charm user on his team. So I am going to go ahead and I look to see what I have in the back. It is that Alolan Marowak. Loved bringing it for this tournament. I am going to go ahead and shield this. It is a play rough. And he told me he did not expect me to shield that. I guess because maybe I would have thought it was Crunch. But I didn't think it was play rough. I thought it was close combat, to be honest with you, which would have knocked me out or come very close anyway. So his final Pokemon is that Probopass, and my Machamp is definitely going to have a field day against this Probopass. We still have a Marowak in the back anyway, but we do go ahead and win game 1 against Jokes 3-1-1. So really good game. We're going to go ahead and jump into another one, of course, against Jokes. So let's see what happens in this game. I am going to lead with Machamp. He leads with his Probopass. And I do apologize, guys. I didn't speed this one up, so it's really slow. I totally forgot about it. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that until now. So this game is going to be slowed down. So he does switch into Scrafty. He said after the fact that that was 100% a mistake. He meant to switch into his other Pokemon. But it happens, right? It happens to all of us. I've definitely made mistakes like that before. So I'm going to go ahead and go for my Cross Chop. He will shield that one up. And we're just going to try and feint down that Scrafty. And we go for the Cross Chop. I want to knock him out before he gets to another charge attack. Let's see if we're able to do so. And keep in mind, he has that Probopass, right? So Machamp is going to do well against Probopass, although our Machamp is really weak. Unfortunately, he gets us down. But that is okay because we have Gliscor and 2 shields. So maybe, just maybe, we can get to an Earthquake, right, against the Probopass. So anyway, he is going to go ahead and go for a charge attack. It will be a foul play, so this is when he goes for the foul play, and I'm just going to feint him down with one wing attack. This is why I speed up the videos, guys, because it looks really slow now. So again, I do apologize. This is the only battle where it's not sped up. But anyway, as you can see, he has a Probopass right now, and we do get to the Earthquake. I knew I was going to be able to get to it. Because, I have 2 shields, so definitely able to get to it, getting off that Earthquake, knocking out that Probopass. He brings in his Alolan Marowak, and I have 2 shields. I'm going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball. You guys know how this game turns out. He said, it was definitely his mistake to switch into the Scrafty, but again, it happens to all of us. Nothing you could do about it. So he will hit me with a Shadow Ball, but of course I'm going to shield that, and I'm going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball of my own. And this, I believe, is enough to take out that Marowak. Even if it wasn't, that would have been fine. But yeah, it is enough to take out the Alolan Marowak. So we do go ahead and win round 3 against Jokes. So that was a really good game. And thank you for those battles. But we're playing a game 3, so we definitely do have the game 3 in this video. So we're going to jump into it right now. And the videos are going to be sped up again. So I do lead with my Gliscor against his Alolan Marowak. And let's see what happens. I do have the Night Slash, so it's pretty good for me. So I am going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash right now. And Night Slash Doesn't really do too much, but it's okay. It's okay, and he is going to get off a charge attack. Let's see, do I shield? I do decide to shield. It is going to be a Bone Club. I don't know, I was afraid to... I don't know, I was afraid to take a Shadow Ball. Anyway, he pulls a switch and catches my Night Slash, so really well played. Unfortunately, I don't have my Machamp with me. I wish I did. So I switch into my Alolan Marowak, and I am going to go ahead and go for the Bone Clubs, just to try and get damage off against this Probopass. He will shield it up. Totally fine. And he is going to get off a charge attack against me. I am going to use my last shield. Not really a great position for me, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. I am going to go ahead and go for my Bone Club. So this Bone Club will not knock him out, but I think we can finish him off with Fire Spins. We do, just about finish him off. However, we have literally 1 HP left. He still has a shield. I see that I can't reach the Shadow Ball, so I immediately move on over to the Bone Club. So I am going to get the Bone Club off, and he will shield that one up. So that's fine. And now we have a Probopass. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Gliscor, hoping maybe I could feint him with Wing Attack, maybe get off the Night Slash. He will get me with a Shadow Ball, though, and that's going to knock me out. I am going to go ahead and bring in my Probopass, and he switches into his Scrafty. So this is definitely a losing scenario for me. There's no way I can come back from this. It was kind of like my Machamp against his Probopass the other couple of games. This game I'm not coming back from. But we still won the round because we won the first two. So it was a really good game. So thank you for the battles. It's always a pleasure battling jokes. So we're moving on to the final round. Both Trexler and myself at 3-0. So his team is identical to mine, except he has the Haunter and I have the Sableye. Outside of that, everything is identical. So you saw we lost the lead. We switch into Probopass. He brings in Gliscor. I was happy to see that it wasn't a Machamp. So I am going to go ahead and go for my Magnet Bomb right now. And the Magnet Bomb does okay damage. I mean, it's good damage. You know, I'll take it. And then I am going to go ahead and go for the Magnet Bomb right now. I do have to be careful because I do not want him to hit me with an Earthquake. He will shield that one up. He is also running a Wing Attack variant on Gliscor, and if you have a tournament coming up, I do like the Wing Attack version better, I think, than the Fury Cutter one. Just my opinion. I am going to go ahead and go for another Magnet Bomb, and that will do a good amount of damage. He will go for a Charge Attack. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to be hit by an Earthquake. It is an Earthquake, so luckily I shielded that up, and then we feint him down. So we are down a shield, but we did win the switch advantage, and we have a healthy Probopass. So let's see what happens. He brings in his own Probopass, so I'm going to go ahead and pull in the Sableye. Now, I knew the Wigglytuff was going to come out. I kind of wanted to bait it out because I knew my Sableye couldn't do much in this battle, not just against the Wigglytuff, but even against the Probopass. So I was okay with letting it go, so I could bring in my Probopass right now and go for the Magnet Bomb. So that is going to knock out the Wigglytuff. So he's down to his last Pokemon, which is a Probopass. He only has 1 shield, which is more than me. I don't have any shields, so he's going to hit me with the Magnet Bomb. And I am going to go ahead and charge up, and we're going to go ahead and hit him with a Magnet Bomb as well. So let's see. This does okay damage. I mean, nothing crazy. So he's going to hit me with a Magnet Bomb. So I wanted him to use his energy so I can bring in my Alolan Marowak so we could try and get to this Bone Club. Now, he is going to hit me with a Rock Throw, or a Rock Slide, excuse me, but I know it's not going to be enough. It does a good amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough. So we do get to the Bone Club. And this is going to be able to knock out that Probopass. So despite losing that lead, actually it's not going to knock it out because he has a shield, but we're going to be able to get to another one. And he was surprised that I got to another one, but I was able to, and I was able to knock out that Probopass. So good game. Can't believe I won that after losing that horrible lead. At least he didn't have a Machamp in the back, but that was a fantastic game 1. So we're going to jump into game 2 of the final round against Trexler. And you guys probably know him. He's a moderator in my Discord. If you want to join my Discord for free, link in the description down below. Or if you want to become friends with me in Pokemon Go, I have a Patreon option for that now. So anyway, I lead with Sableye. I figure, okay, maybe he's not going to lead. He's probably not going to lead with Wigglytuff again. And I did call it correctly. So I do lead that Sableye, but it's still not a great matchup for me. But that's okay. We're going to try and get to another foul play. We do get to a foul play, and I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a foul play, trying to get off damage against this Probopass, and he won't shield it, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and shield this and maybe try and farm him down with Shadow Claw so we could at least win the lead. So we're down a shield, but we should be able to win the lead and have energy on Sableye. We just have to try and charge up a little bit more. Brings in Wigglytuff, and Oh man, that deletes me before I even know what hit me, right? So he switches. I switch immediately without even seeing what comes in. And unfortunately, this is not really great for me because he does have Night Slash. Plus, he's up a shield, so really not a great situation. I do go ahead and bait him, so I do go for the Bone Club, expecting that he has to shield this. So he does go ahead and shield that, not wanting to be hit by a Shadow Ball. He will hit me with a Night Slash, so that's fine. I am going to go ahead and block that. So I'm going to go and charge up to the Shadow Ball, and I do go for the Shadow Ball because I knew I couldn't bait him, get the shield, and he can get another Shadow Ball. So he does shield. But he's just going to try and farm me down, and he does successfully do so. So unfortunately, I'm assuming an Earthquake is coming, and that's not going to allow Probopass to live. So it does come, and it does knock me out. So he does go ahead and win game 2. So we're 1-1, guys. We are 1-1 in the final round. So we're going to jump into the next game, game 3 of round 4. Give it up for Trexler. He's a really great guy. So I do lead with my Gliscor, and he leads with his Wigglytuff. So again, I apologize, guys. This battle isn't sped up either. I guess I missed a couple of them. I didn't realize that at the time. I do apologize for that, but it's okay. Anyway, I go straight for the Earthquake. I decide not to bluff because I'm like, well, okay, he's probably going to, maybe he'll think I'm trying to bluff and not shield, but he does go ahead and pull the trigger on the shield. So well played on his end. I am just trying to get to a Night Slash before at least I can get some damage off, not able to do so. So I am going to go ahead and bring in my Probopass, and he is going to hit me with charge attacks, but I know Probopass can take it, so I'm going to take, what is it, Nice Beam Play Rough? It's a Play Rough, so Probopass is going to be able to eat that up, and we're just charging up energy. I don't really care about those charms, so we do charge up a little bit of extra energy and then get off the Magnet Bomb to knock out the Wigglytuff. I am not expecting a shield. He does not shield it, so Wigglytuff does fall. And let's see what he decides to bring in. It's going to be a Probopass. So I do go ahead and pull the switch on my Alolan Marowak, and he is going to go ahead and get off a charge attack. I know it's going to be a Rock Throw. There's really no reason not to use a Rock Throw. At least that's what I was thinking. So or a Rock Slide. Excuse me, I keep on getting that mixed up. So he does use a Rock Slide, and I am going to go ahead and charge up to a Shadow Ball and get him with a Bone Club. Let's see if he decides to shield this attack or not. Wouldn't do too much. I mean, it does okay damage. He does not shield it, and he hits me with another charge attack. So I am going to go ahead and shield this one up. I was thinking of letting it go through, but I decided ultimately to shield it. And we have another Bone Club ready to go, so I am going to go ahead and click on that Bone Club now to try and knock out his Probopass. Let's see if he allows it to go down or he wants to save it. He lets it go down. Okay, so that's fine. He brings in Gliscor, and I'm like, oh, we have to worry about those Night Slashes, don't we? But we have no shields, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this attack. It is going to be a Night Slash, so I do charge up to the Shadow Ball, and we do get to it. So I am going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball, wondering if he's going to shield this up. I'm figuring he has to. Yeah, he does shield it up. That would have done a lot of damage, and a little bit of lag, but I don't think it affected anything. He does go for the charge attack, so I'm like, that's good. He's using his energy because I knew I couldn't get to the Shadow Ball before he fainted me down with Wing Attack, but he didn't want to risk it. So I bring in my Probopass. You gotta watch this, guys. I'm glad it's not sped up. You gotta watch this. So I do go for the Magnet Bomb against his Gliscor. And I just need one more Magnet Bomb. He needs Earthquake. Night Slash will not knock me out. We got to it. Oh my gosh, we lost the CMP tie. No, and this is going to be the Earthquake that finishes me off. No, oh my gosh, guys, I was there, but we fall to that Gliscor. Fantastic game. Congratulations for winning, Trexler. That was amazing. So, as you can see, Trexler did win. I tied with Tikkapow for second. I won on tiebreakers, but, so I'm, I guess, technically second, but it was a tie for second, two of us. So, fantastic game. That was such a close game, that CMP tie. And I know Gliscor has more attack than Probopass, but we were there, guys. We were there. I thought we were going to beat him. He said he was going to bail out and go to Night Slash, but decided not to. Anyway, you guys have been asking what my ranking is, so I wanted to show you. I'm currently 1,070 right now, so not bad. I'll definitely take it. I'm really happy we're not we're not top 1,000 yet, but maybe someday we should still get an invite to regionals. We're still ranked number 1 for our local tournament. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.